All right, let's talk about this. Writing the equation of the line that passes through a point and has a slope of a slope, obviously. In this case, we're going to be doing the example passing through the line -8, 3, and the slope is 1/4. So the first thing we're going to be doing, all right, first of all, you got to remember that we're going to be writing the equation in slope intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. I had the slope already. I have the slope, they're giving it to you. The slope is 1/4, so I got that. So I can write it down on the side. So m is equal to 1/4, but we are missing the y-intercept. You can plot the point and do the, graph it. You probably will get it, but that will take a long time and probably you need graphing paper. But there is a way to get the b, okay? And to get the b, basically I'm going to be plugging this point over here, right, into this equation, and then I'm going to be solving for b. So this is the point, the coordinates that goes through. That's -8 and 3. That's my x and that's my y. So I'm going to be doing substitution and then solving for b. So y is 3. Slope is 1/4. That one, we got that information. And let me use the yellow color here. X, well, x is -8. So we're multiplying 1/4 times -8 plus b. We do not know what is the b, right? That's what we're trying to solve. So we simplify this. So 3 times 1/4 times -8. Remember, when you multiply fractions, you multiply the numerator times the numerator and the denominator times the denominator. So 1 times -8, that's -8, and 4 times 1. If you don't have a number in the denominator, it's going to be a 1. So that will be 4. And don't forget that we have an there, and then we got plus b, right? And we got 3 is equal to -8/4. Well, we're lucky now that can simplify into a -2 plus b. And now we got a one-step equation that we can solve, and that's easy. We added 2 to both sides of the equation to keep the balance. And what we got over here is b is equal to 5, 3 plus 2. So I got all the information that I want, okay? This is my b. So now I can put it together. I got my m, I got my b, so I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like that. All that information, so y equals to mx plus b. So remember m, and remember b. We put it together, write it down. Y equals 1/4 x plus 5. And what we got over here is the equation of the line in slope intercept form. That's my equation. All right, let's try one for you guys. Let's flip the page. I got the example here. I want you guys to try that one right there. I want you guys to find me the equation of the line, slope intercept form. Remember, y equals mx plus b of slope -2. I'm passing through the line, no, passing through the point, sorry, -3, -1. Pause the video and try it. All right, so let's go over it. See if you guys got the right answer. Again, we're using y equals mx plus b. Remember, this is my x, this is my y, and I got my slope. So I'm gonna be putting it together. Y equals mx plus b, remember that. Slope. My y is -1. That's my y. My slope is 2, right there. My x is negative 3. I do not know what is my b. That's what I'm trying to find out. So simplify and solve the equation for b. So negative 1, negative 2 times negative 3, that's a positive 6, plus b. One-step equation here, subtracting 6 to both sides of the equation should give you the b, which is b equals to negative 1 plus negative 6. That's a negative 7. That's my b. So we got the b, we got the slope, which is negative 2, which is given. We put it together. Remember that? So we put it together, goes like that, and goes like this, put it together. So y equals mx plus b. Well, let me do this better. This one goes in here, right? Bam. And this is my b. Intercept. Let's do like that. Put it together. Negative 2x plus negative 7. Okay, right there. We can simplify more. So that will be y equals negative 2x plus times minus a negative 7. And that is the equation of the line. In slope, intercept long is of slope, intercept form, sorry about that, of the line that has a slope negative 2 and passes to the point negative 3, negative 1. All right. So let's take a look at more examples. Now, what will happen if I give you 2 points? Now, I know we had a video about, when I give you 2 points to find the formula, but in that video, you guys notice I always gave you the y-intercept. One of the points, the x was 0, and then you had the y-intercept. In this case, you don't have that, right? So now, same as before here, okay? I need the slope, so I need to find out the slope using the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So again, this is I'm gonna call this one x1, this one y1, this one x2, and this one y2, okay? And again, it could be the other way around. This could be the point number 1, and this could be the point number 2. It doesn't matter, as long as you keep the order, okay? So let's plug in that information. Remember, y2, y1, x2, x1. So y2 is negative 2. So I'm gonna plug in away negative 2 right here. y1 is 2. Boom, right there. x2, that's 3. x1, 1. Simplify that. So that will be negative 2 minus 2, that will be a negative 4. 3 minus 1, that will be a 2. So my slope is negative 2. So I got the first piece of information, and that will be slope is equal to negative 2. Now I need to find out the y-intercept. In this case, they are not giving it to me. The x is not 0. So I need to do basically what we did in the other problems. I need to find out the b, okay, by plugging an x and a y and solving for b. So let's write down the equation, y equals mx plus b. Now, which of these points should be used? Well, it doesn't matter which point you use. Use the one you like, okay? I usually try to use the easiest one. In this case, the easy point will be the first coordinate, 1, 2, because everything is positive. So I'm gonna be using that point, 1, 2, but you could have been using the other one, doesn't matter. And this one is gonna be my x, and this is my y. I'm gonna do the substitutions, and then I'm gonna be solving for b. So my y is 2, so right there. My slope is -2. We just calculate that from the slope formula, and let me color that. Times x, okay? The x is gonna be 1. I'm doing the substitution. Plus v. Now we solve it. 2 equals to -2 times 1 is -2 plus b. Adding 2 to both sides of the equation. Cancels out, and we got b is equal to 4. Now I got the information that I need. Remember, I'm gonna be using y equals mx plus b, slope intercept form. Now do the substitutions, and you got the answer. So this one is gonna go there, and this one is gonna go in here. So y equals -2x plus 4. Let me finish coloring. That's -2 right there. That's the slope. And that one right there is my y-intercept. If you plot any of these 2 points over here, you should be getting a true stemming. If I plug in a 1 right here, and then, if I plug in a 2 right here and a 1 right here, and I solve it, I should be getting a true stemming, and the same thing with that one, okay? That's one way to check it. Okay, I want you guys to try the next one here, okay? Pretty simple. See if you guys can do it. I want you guys to find the right equation of the line that goes through point 14 and 310. Okay, pause the video. Try to do it. All right. I hope you guys got it right. Let's go over it. First of all, you gotta find out the slope. So let's call this one x1, y1, x2, y2. Again, changing y2 over y2 minus y1 over the change in x2 minus x1. That's the slope formula. Plug in the information. Remember, this is y2, this is y1, x2, x1. I just do this so I don't get lost. And y2 is 10, y1 is 4, x2 is 3, x1 is 1. Do that. 10 minus 4, that's going to be equal to 6. And 3 minus 1, that's going to be equal to 2. So my slope is 6 over 2, which is the same thing as having 3. So slope 3. Right? So first part done. Need the y-intercept. Again, I'm going to choose one of the points. I got y equals mx plus b, slope intercept form. I'm going to choose one of the points. I'm going to choose the 1, 4. Doesn't matter. You could have choose 310. 1, 4 is, I think, is easy. Smaller numbers. So remember, that's going to be my x for the substitution, and 4 is going to be my y for the substitution here. So 4, that's my y. Slope 3. That comes from the previous step. Times x. X is 1 plus b. We solve it. 4 equals to 3 plus b. Subtracting 3 to both sides. And let me do that step so we can see it. You should be getting b is equal to 1. That is my y-intercept. And remember, we're using y equals mx plus b. That's what we're using. The m and the b. Doing the substitution should give you the answer that we want. So this goes in here, and this one goes in here. So y equals to 3x plus 1. So that it is the equation of the line that goes through point 14 and 310. And you can check it by plugging all these numbers, the x and y, and both of them, and you should be getting a true statement. Okay, so I hope this was helpful for you guys, and don't forget to do the assignments.